appreciate everybody stopping by and being patient with me tonight. Sorry for being late. We had a bit of a family thing we had to do, but we are back and up and running. And I believe I also have a overlay, and I'll be working on that through the stream to get it to work for you, as we will be using a new overlay that Aviation Bros made for us. We used to use it actually a bit before, but ever since the whole stream kind of starting bad, I kind of lost it near the way. So anyways, we got the overlay coming back up and running for you. I'd like to say thank you to all the channel partners and the channel members as well. To the channel partners, you'll be able to find all their links down in the description down below. So I appreciate all of you guys. You might find some discount codes on something you're going to buy, something like maybe from Contrail or from Pimax, or something hardware Pro.sim. So be sure to go ahead and use that overlay. Not overlay. Use those discount codes. Just gonna fix this up, and we'll be good to go. Overlay should be popping up any second here. There we go. Nice to see it. And we are streaming both in the vertical and the horizontal today as well. So if you guys are on a phone, be sure to double tap your screen. That gives you the like button. And if you guys are on the horizontal, I appreciate you hitting the like button as well. We're flying, as I said, from Toronto to LaGuardia. And this is going to be not a test stream, but a bit of a test in some sort of way, just to see if everything's running properly. As you know, my computer's been having a lot of problems, so I've reformatted everything, and hopefully we are going to have a nice smooth flight to New York with minimal stuttering. We are on update 4, and we're going to get started by saying hi to you guys in chat. Turtle, welcome. Thank you for stopping in, and thank you for being patient. SNA Aviation, welcome as well. Thanks for stopping in. I'm just going to pull up my vertical stream on chat as well, so I can look at you guys there. You got 11 of you guys watching the vertical stream. Appreciate you guys there. And as well, if you don't mind hitting your subscribe button, let me bring up the subscription counter. And we are at 9,657 subscribers. That is pretty amazing, guys. We are so close to 10,000. We have a huge stream planned for 10,000 subscribers, so hopefully we get that soon. We're gonna have about roughly gonna have about I think 5 to 6 winners once we hit 10,000 subscribers. So that's going to be a very cool milestone if we can get to that. Hopefully by the end of the month is our original goal. And now all you vertical stream guys can see it as well. Alright, let's jump in the airplane. I don't have GSX installed as of yet. As I said, I've reformatted it in my whole PC, so we are just going to be doing this without it. That's about it. We are using all the Winwing stuff. We're using Winwing FCU, Winwing MCDU, Winwing EFISes. I'm using the PLT, PU Air Korea PLT-A, the Winwing Ursa Minor, and Winwing rudder pedals. There's the whole Winwing setup, and then some Pro.sim Airbus throttles we're going to be using as well. So we're going to start on the overhead panel, and we already got the external power clicked in. Nav lights are already on. I'm just going to make sure all my PU Air Koreas are all the switches are all in the right spots here. There we go. Everything's looking good, and strobes to auto. Everything else looks pretty decent. We'll start the APU shortly, but we're going to go over to the tablet and go Fenix. We're going to import this flight plan. That's okay, that's okay. Mass and balance, we're going to load the aircraft, instant load, and we're going to go ahead and send that to the MCDU. And then let's see if I can get the weather currently in Toronto. just for some rough planning. We're 320 at 8 knots. You know what? It's kind of late in the night that they actually might be using the 33s. Let me quickly check flight aware. It's rare that they do, but when it's late, they sometimes will use the 33s into wind. Nope, they're still using the 5s. Okay, so we're going to depart runway 5. It's going to be a pretty long taxi. So we will do that departure. By the way, guys, you guys all voted in the poll on Discord. You want to be dusk at landing, so it's 6 o'clock now in the sim. Hopefully by the time we land, we can adjust it later if it isn't, but we can set it to dusk. Runway 05 is departure. We'll sync that. 05 is quite far away, so it's going to be quite a long taxi. We'll calculate that. We'll send that all to the MCDU as well. And we're going to go down to the CDU here. I'll bring up my camera so you guys can see the CDU. There's the Winwing MCDU right there. We're going to press ATSU menu, AOC, flight in it, and we're going to request that data. Just see that the vertical stream isn't looking where I want it to look, so we're going to do this. Go. That's better. All right, in it. Clear that. We'll request the route. You guys on the vertical stream as well, don't be shy. Feel free to comment, like, subscribe, do all that great stuff. If you're brand new, I appreciate everybody being here. We're flight 1333. Cost index of 55. And the cruise altitude today is going to be 370. It's very unusual. Real world, they would never get you that high to go to New York. They always keep you low, but we're going to go with it once. And we'll press the flight plan button. Toronto, departures. Runway 05, it's going to be the, I believe it's the Kepta 3, yes, the Kepta 3 departure. Actually, we be the Bempa transition. We'll go ahead and insert that. LaGuardia, arrival. They were using the 22s earlier. We'll see what they got going on. They're probably, yeah, they're still using the 22. So we'll go ahead and do the ILS 22 via the HARP 4, and that is RKA. Insert that. That's all been done. The perf page has all been entered in for us as well, as you guys can see. 48, 48, 51. Note the flaps 2. It's kind of strange. And a nose down of 0.6, flex of 66. That's all been entered in. You can go secondary flight plan. You can copy the active there. That's all been set in it page, wind uplift, request. And again, guys, this stream, this is the first like non-quote test stream. So if anything looks weird or doesn't look good, the sounds, whatever, guys tell me because I'll fix it. So hopefully everything is looking good. All right, let's go ahead to the overhead panel, and we're going to press our master switch. There you go. I just realized the vertical stream wasn't looking even anywhere close. And we'll press the APU start. Gonna restart Fly Live right now for the overlay. If you guys are just tuning in, I appreciate you. Hopefully the stream is all smooth. It's taken about a month to get to this point, but everything is looking better as we're waiting for that EPU to fire on up for us. Alright, the APU's fired up. Let's go ahead and throw the bleeds, APU bleed on, which is right here. So now we're siphoning air from the APU, and we're going to go ahead and disengage the ground power. We're going to put that onto the APU. Our fuel tanks, I've been told, my buddy flies the Airbus real world, he said because the 320 doesn't have automatic tanks, we're going to go left tank, right tank, or sorry, left tank 1, 2, right tank 1 and 2, and because we have nothing in our center tank, as I can show you guys here, with the fuel gauge there's nothing in the center. In the 320 and below, so 19 as well, you're going to go manual mode and leave the center pumps off, and that is to not allow fuel to be transferred in here for any reason. So we're going to leave it like this the whole flight. Seatbelts can go on. Our beacon light can get armed as well at this point. I'll put the no smoking on as well, and our overhead panel looks pretty decent. Sorry about that, guys. Just got a bit distracted there. Anyways, where were we here? Overhead panel is all set, as I was saying. And let's go ahead and set up our FCU. We're going to go up to 5,000 feet. Altimeters, we'll press the B button. I like to personally have constraints and constraints, both on the left and right hand sides there. We're all good to go looking at that. Let's go ahead over here, and we're going to connect the tug. Ground services, gone, gone, gone. Connect the tug. I'll give you guys a very quick departure briefing here. We'll taxi via the inside the ramp Alpha Mike, then Alpha Hotel across the 15 left, 15 right. It'll be a single engine taxi on the left-hand engine. We'll be doing the Kepta 3, your runway 5, which is straight ahead to 1,000 feet, then a left turn, 047, expected radar vectors, mobile on course up to 5,000 feet, noises, no turns below 3,600, and the engine out upon reaching 1570. It's straight, actually it's 2060, it's straight ahead. It's pretty standard routing. Jay, yes, yeah, this is beta update 4. This is, we're gonna go parking brake off, and we can start the push. Awesome. We're gonna go on 18.7, which is Toronto's frequency. On this screen, your overlay, it looks like it's doubled. Oh, okay. On the horizontal one, stand by. Oh, you know what? It has doubled.
Toronto Tower West Jet 5621 is taking off the runway. Right.
Thank you for that. Awesome, guys. Let's go ahead and go to the start position, and we're gonna spool number 1. Yeah, Sim Update 4 is running so much better for me. You're a mind reader? Nice, nice. Let's go back in here and turn this guy to stop before he pushes us back somewhere we don't really want to go. We're going to get GSX installed and all that stuff later on, guys, but for right now, we're playing with this. Appreciate you guys watching. We got 20 of you guys in the vertical and 15 or 12 of you guys in the horizontal. Be sure to hit the subscription button and like button, all that great stuff. And if you're flying with me as well, I hope you are. We'll be taking off very shortly here. So, because we're doing a single engine, I've never done this actually 320. We do it in the RJ quite a bit. But I'm going to go start at a stop. Leave everything unconfigured there. We'll leave it like that for the time being. However, I should have had that in auto position. I think maybe on for VATSIM. I'm going to go 1 auto. There. Okay. Cool. Oh. Oh, looks like they're still connected with the tug. Should have disconnected the tug. Okay, still getting the nose wheel steering there, but I'm not getting it here, so that's good. We'll go park and brake off. Go ahead and lock my office chair wheels. And we're going to start moving. Again, we only got the single engine, as runway 05 is quite far away. That's going to be Alpha Kilo, not Alpha Mike for the taxi as well. Toronto traffic's here, kind of 1333, taxiing lane. What lane is it? Lane 8. Alpha Kilo, Alpha Hotel, crossing 15 left, 15 right. I think it's lane 8. Can you, during landing, kind of go through how to read an ILS chart like Barra and Radial? Barra and Radial? You mean like the barometric minimums and the radar minimums?
I am Toronto traffic, WestJet, Big 621 is...
I noticed for me, Phoenix hit my FPS hard, but my last flight I had used auto FPS.
West and south.
Well, every airplane for me was just destroying it. The Max, the RJ. There's always these little stutters. Even on when I reformatted my whole PC, even on update 3, it doesn't run nowhere near as good as update 4 for me. On update 4, I have no dynamic settings required. And I have basically everything set to high to ultras, except for a couple on medium. And I'm even using ray trace shadows right now with you guys on stream, and it's running better than update 3 has ever run. My mic's been muted this whole time. Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that. I feel like his mic is muted. Yeah, sorry about that, Turtle. I was talking. I just asked my girlfriend to bring me water, so had my mic muted there for a little bit. But I think I was saying that we're using the Tobii eye tracker. What was I saying? I was saying something. Anyway, it'll probably come back to me eventually. We're going to go ahead and spool up the other engine here after we cross this next runway. ASMR taxi. That might not be a bad idea, actually. Might not be a bad idea. Toronto traffic, Air Canada 1353, crossing runway 15 right hotel. And using my head, I can just look out to the right. We're clear right. We're clear left. Go ahead and turn Tobii off. Sometimes it likes to stay on, so I have to go to the camera button and click track IR off, but it actually turned off and stayed off. So with that, we're about to cross there. Let's go ahead and spool number 2. Let's not do that. Let's go to the start mode. Before it starts, the APU is on, the APU bleed is on, pumps on, spooling 2. Man, I can't wait till that my tiller comes. Blackbird said they will be sending me a tiller, so that will be really, really cool to use. Ken, welcome, or Colin, welcome. Thank you for stopping by, my friend. Thank you. What's good? Nothing much. We're just chilling. I finally got my sim to half run, so we're finally able to stream to you guys in 2K, and it looks smooth and fly smooth for the most part. We are on the beta build of this, so if you guys see anything looking weird, like I'm seeing some frame gen stuff here, I'm going to turn my image sharpening and control panel off. I tried to turn it on just to see what it does, and it does look kind of nice looking out here, but out those windows it doesn't look that great. So, but thank you for stopping by, Con. Thank you. I tried a head tracker and it made me dizzy. Something about moving your head to look right or left, but keeping your eyes. So the cool thing, Shubin, if you, sorry, is that what's your name? Shubham? Hopefully I pronounced that correctly. The cool thing is about Tobii eye tracker is you can either move your head or you can just move your eyes. I have it set to do my head because I don't want to move my eyes personally, but you can set it to track your eyes, and anywhere your eyes look, the screen will move, which I thought was pretty cool. All right, engines up. Let's go that to off, flap to 2. Let's go flight control. Oops, flight control. And it was nose down on the perf page of 0.6. It's got a little bit of my right rudder there. Go 0.6 is set. Auto brakes max. Let's go ahead and arm these spoilers there. Bleed off, APU off. TO config test. All normal. Cabin is ready. Just game from Owlstream. He ended he did end the stream. He was doing 350. I want to get in that airplane too. My performance in that airplane is not good though at all. I've seen you having problems with your SU-20 on your 24 turned to CRJ stream a few days ago. For me, 2020 is main sim. Yeah, 2020 is probably still a good idea. I haven't uninstalled it though, but Colin, what I went ahead and did was I've reinstalled my entire PC. I basically factory reset it, and we are running a lot better now on update 4 of the sim beta version. Toronto traffic, Air Canada 1333, line 05, kept 3 departs, Bemper transition. All right, let's go with the PLTA. I'll bring you guys the cameras on. Let me bring this up over here. So lights on, strobe on as well. We're all looking good. TARA on the transponder, or the TCAS I should say. .05 is verified. Climb nav is armed. Alright guys, if you are members of the channel, be sure to put your flex emojis in chat, your exclusive flex emojis in chat. Here we go. Beautiful sounds. Man flex S-rays runway blue, or the auto thrust blue. 80 knots checked. A little bit of right pedal required, a little tiny bit of left aileron as well in there. V1 rotate. Gear up. Hey, Dilly, welcome home. Hope you're doing okay, my friend. Thanks for stopping on in. There's Toronto Pearson going away in the distance there. Alright, thrust lever climb. Let's start nosing down first. And then ready to go thrust lever to climb position. Flaps 1. Now we'll go flap 0. Oh my god, I had to reset my PC before. I know that feeling when you know how to do, but yeah, you're like, I probably should reset it, but I really don't want to. So I've tried everything for like a week straight, tons of different settings. Nothing works, so I said, all right, I have to reformat my PC, because I haven't done that in a long time, so. Turn off lights off as well. We can disarm the spoiler. Climbing through 3600 feet, get myself into my mobile. Insert that, and up to 7,000 feet is what you usually get. Climb nav. A little bit of audio glitches there. That's okay. I think those audio glitches. What that is? What that is, I think, is the auto FPS downscaling my or upscaling all the terrain. I think that's what that is. And there's no one here. I'm gonna give myself up to 37,000 feet. Give you guys some nice wind views coming out of Toronto here. That's great to hear. I heard SU-4 is worse on performance than SU-3, but yet again, it's in the beta. No, man, not for me. For me, I can run on the beta version, on the beta 4. I run so much higher settings with much less stuttering than I do in Update 3. Update 3 destroyed my PC. Update 3 is the reason I had to format. Maybe not, but that's what happened for me at least. Even when I reformatted my PC, I went into Update 3 with the Fenix and all the sceneries and all that kind of stuff after I reformatted, and it was still stuttering at medium settings. And on Update 4, I'm able to run high to ultras, even with Ray Trace Shadows. Ray Trace Shadows is on right now, and no stutters at all. Like a couple here and there, but much less than the other one. Interesting that you have right hand on the stick instead of left. Yeah, I have everything in my FO setup because I'm my first officer rear-rolled on CRJ. So everything is right side setup. All my autopilot panels on the left, my throttles are on the left. That is how I fly rear-rolled, so that's what I'm doing. I am getting close to the point where an upgrade to the left seat is becoming more and more reality. So I might have to reconfigure my entire sim setup, but there'll be more on that in the future. This Winwing stick is actually, bring it back up. This, by the way, is the Winwing Ursa Minor. They had the generosity to send this to me, and it is an amazing joystick. I had a buddy who flies a 320 that came in here and had and said that the roll left and right is spot on, and he said the pitch should be a little bit faster. And what's cool is you can unscrew the bottom of this and change the dampness of it, so you can change it if you how it should go. There's 10,000 feet. The rest of the lights are off. I'm gonna do that part, and it's been pretty smooth. We'll go belts off as well. Anyways, the Winwing stick is awesome, and I'm flying it with the right hand, but it's actually this is actually the left hand stick, but I've been flying with the right hand and it feels fine. You can use it for either side, in my opinion. You sure love LaGuardia, huh? Yeah, LaGuardia, the reason I'm doing LaGuardia is because it has a lot of buildings and scenery, and New York is a huge city, so I'm kind of going there to stress test this a little bit. It's really smooth right now. Sweet, perfect. That's what I like to see. Hopefully everything is nice and smooth. Everything's going well. On auto FPS says we're at about, let's see, we're about 60, 70 FPS or so, and then the frame gen we're in the hundreds somewhere on the 5080 at least. And I don't even have frame gen on the 50 series cards. You can do frame gen times 3 times 4, which gives you a lot of FPS, but on stream you sometimes see some ghosting and stuff like that. So anyways, Kenny, welcome. How you doing? I'm doing really well now that the sim is working. Been a lot of sleepless nights trying to get the sim to work, and I'm actually serious about that. Did you ever think about doing a setup tour video? I have, and I've actually been really meaning to do that. And I just honestly, after this PC thing started to happen, I went into full like PC fix mode, just trying to do that. But I definitely will do a setup tour. I'm wondering how I'm gonna make it, because I have a lot of hot swappable things. All my autopilot panels are on 30-pound Gorilla tapes, and then the other side is Velcro, so I can hot swap Airbus and whatever I want. So I might leave it in an Airbus setup, but then show you all the other stuff I have, like the Winwing MCP with both EFISes and all that kind of stuff, or actually take the time to set the sim up in like multiple different configurations. It will take a long time and film that, so I will be doing that eventually. I'll probably do a Boeing and an Airbus setup. Actually, that's probably what I would do. I'll do my 37 setup. I'll do my Airbus setup. I'll probably do that so I can show off the Moza as well. Yes, my pitch is sluggish. What are your settings for my ass? Honestly, I don't know. Like, I don't even know how to describe the setting. But like, let me show you the camera here, and I'll disengage the autopilot, and you can watch later. So my buddy who flies the 320, 21, and 19 came over and said that the roll that I have is correct. So if I do this and let go, that's how fast it should center. But my pitch has to go faster. So if you see that, make it like that, but make it a little bit faster, and then you'll have a real Airbus stick. We'll recenter that one. But that's what that's supposed to look like. The pitch is supposed to go like this and go like a bit quicker. Mine kind of goes like this. So maybe try to make the pitch look a little kind of like mine, but then go a little bit faster. And then the roll, he said, was spot on. We'll hit transition for standard right there. I'll turn the cameras back off. Did you recently pick up the Winwing stick? I've seen your shorts on my feed. How is it? I'm thinking of picking up my first Winwing product. So, as you know, a lot of YouTubers, myself included, are sent things by companies. I have purchased stuff from Winwing, like their rudder pedals, and I purchased their FCU. They have sent me this joystick, and I am honest in all my reviews. This joystick, for the price they're asking, is amazing. The fact that first of all, you have an Airbus joystick that looks the part. My one gripe with it, look-wise, is I kind of don't want the buttons on the side. I kind of wish it was just like one nice joystick and none of the extra buttons and throttle sliders, but I know they have to make it for the masses, which want that kind of stuff. Next thing, all the buttons feel very nice, high quality on the actual stick. And then the main thing that I really love from it is the feeling of the joystick. It feels amazing. And again, my buddy who flies this airplane in real life came in and said, you know, this stick feels really good. Does it feel like the real one? No, the real one's like a $8,000 maybe more dollar figure joystick and mechanism. Like the joystick goes all the way down in here, a big giant mechanism that runs that. But when I told him the price, he was shocked. He for sure thought it was like a $400 product. So I'm convincing him slowly to. He already has PC with 58 in it, but I'm convincing him slowly to start making content and even download Microsoft Flight Sim and make content on the Airbus. And he said if he does do that, he's going full Winwing. Side stick, rudder pedals, FCU, all that stuff. So that's all I can say is my buddy liked it. I think it's an absolute amazing product. If it's your first product from Winwing, I think you're going to love it. It actually makes me enjoy flying with the Fenix, or the 320 in general. Just the 320 is kind of boring, but it's actually fun to fly it with this joystick. It makes it a much better treat. I used to fly the Fenix in most of my airplanes with the Virpil Mongoose, which is it's a DCS stick, and that was always too loosey-goosey. But this side stick's really good. And then the other fact that you can dampen and undampen, like tighten or like stiffen or unstiff the joystick basically on the fly with a couple of Allen keys is amazing too. So I say full send. I honestly, in my opinion, if you have the money, I would buy the joystick. I would, if you're an Airbus person, I would then buy the FCU, which is the autopilot panel. This panel right here. I would buy this. Then I would buy this, the NCDU, either from Winwing or PU Air Korea, because they have a hot swappable one, so you can have multiple different FMSs with one unit. And then if you really like the Airbus and that's all you fly, you can get an EFIS. But I think the side stick's #1, get an FCU, and then again an NCDU is what I think you should do if you like it. I think if you get the stick, you will thoroughly enjoy it. You can come back to me on the Discord here if you don't, but I think you'll thoroughly enjoy it. Makes sense. Changing your sim setup is a small price to pay for a promotion to the captaincy. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'm still undecided if I want to go left or just wait till the majors. So we're still battling with ideas in that kind of range. I'm gonna mess around. Mine is like yours, and it shows on the flight control screen. Okay, cool. Sweet. Do you and V1 sim talk, or do you watch his stuff? I feel like a collab with you and him would be amazing, doing a dual cockpit together. If not, I'll try to get his attention for you. I've been a member of his channel for like a month, and I popped into chats here and there. I don't think he really knows who I am, what do I do and stuff. I think share a cockpit would be pretty cool, but I'm not an Airbus guy. I'm a CRJ guy, so. I won't know the SOPs that the Airbus does, but maybe we can do a thing where like he teaches me how to do a proper go around in an Airbus, and I teach him how to do like a proper go around in a CRJ or whatever. Which I think he might have flown the RJ before, but, something like that. That'd be kind of a cool video. Another guy too is Full Flap Simulations. Full Flap Simulations is an awesome streamer too. He's a rural 337 driver. He makes great content as well. I think him and V1 know each other quite well. But no, yeah, if you want to set something up, be my guest. I don't think I've ever seen him in chat at all. Con says I've been eyeing for a while, thinking of getting the stick first, then maybe an FCU and an MCU. Yeah, exactly, man. You might want to go stick and throttles and FCU. The throttles look amazing that they're coming out with. I've emailed Max. They will be, to my knowledge, they will be sent eventually. They're just a little bit back ordered right now. So hopefully we get those throttles to showcase to you guys soon. Last time we did an Airbus stream late night, we had Winwing stop by the stream. So maybe they'll even stop in here. I'm gonna go turn my air conditioning on. I'll be right back. on the longest route, I think, was about 3.5 hours. The longest flight ever, though, was about 4 because we had to go mist and go around. I'm actually going to quickly get some food as well. So about 3 minutes or so. Appreciate everybody sticking around. I'll give you guys a cool review. I am back. Thank you for your patience. By the way, I don't know if you know, but your sim volume is louder than your mic. Oh, thanks. Let me, there we go. That should be better. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Also, how many flights do you do in a day? I heard regional pilots got abused. It really depends. Really depends on, first of all, the type of airplane you're on and how your airline utilizes that airplane. On the RJ, depending on the route, it's not uncommon to do 3 flights a day. You'll wake up somewhere and you'll fly to base and then fly somewhere else. So you wake up in somewhere, you fly home to your base, you'll fly somewhere else. Wait a minute, I'm trying to think here. Home. Yeah, you usually do 3 to 2 flights a day, and sometimes you'll do 4 flights a day. There's only a certain amount of time they can use you. You know, they have like a 12-hour window. So of duty regulations in different countries are different. So depending on how they utilize you in those 12 hours, up to them. But usually you're doing 2 to 3 flights a day. On occasion you could do 4. Got like some, if you have like you'll have like 30, like if you have 4 30 to 40 minute flights is where you'll probably see that. Hey, we got 37 of you guys watching the stream. Holy cow, you guys are going nuts with subscriptions. We're at 9667. That's a 10 subscription gain on this stream alone. Really, really appreciate all that, guys. You hitting those like buttons, subscription buttons. Again, if you want to check out the description, we have some new merchandise for the channel as well, but we got a lot of discounts, a lot of discount codes you guys can use from Contrail and all sorts of stuff. So I really appreciate all you guys' support with the donos and all that kind of stuff. Really appreciate all you guys do that help, and even with the like button, all that. It kind of still amazes me that people like to come and watch. So thank you for that. We just gained another sub as well, so appreciate that. Hopefully this stream looks a lot better now. We should probably get in here and start typing some stuff in here. Let's see. Oh, our top of descent's not for a while, so it'll be good. We're going to put a poll in both chats of what approach do you guys want to see. You guys want to see an ILS or do you guys want to see an RNAV? Post it in the horizontal. I'm going to post it in the vertical chat as well. All you guys in the vertical chat as well, don't be shy. Please be sure to go ahead and comment as well. I can read both chats. The poll is posted in both of them. Sorry, my mic is still muted. I've been talking this whole time, haven't I? Well, let me go ahead. I put 2 polls in chat. Have I been muted this whole time? I put 2 polls in chat, guys. Go enter it in the vertical stream and the horizontal stream. By the way, appreciate all the subscriptions, all these guys watching that vertical stream. Don't be shy. You can comment in the vertical stream as well, and I will see it, and I will talk back. But I put a poll in the both stream chats. Go to the live chat and put your answer. Do you want to see an ILS, an instrument landing system approach, or do you want to see an RNAV LPV approach, or if they even have it, probably an LNAV, VNAV in LaGuardia. Constance, as someone who wants to make it to the airlines, what do you think the very first step I should take? I'm 20 in college, taking the gap year, really has fired up my love for aviation. So the very, very, very first thing you should do is, if you already know you really want to do it and you love it and you want to do it, I would still do an intro flight. Go to your local flight school and do an intro flight. It's about 30 minutes to 40 minutes in the air and about 30 minutes on the ground with an instructor, and that gets you in a real airplane with the real sights and sounds and maybe some barf if you don't feel too well, and get in an airplane and see if you love it. And if you're hooked and you love it there, the next step I would do is go get an aviation medical. That's the next very first thing I would do, because there's no point to start paying for training if you can't pass the medical and continue. So I would do that. The first step is do an intro flight. You can probably do a medical first if you want as well, to be honest, but do an intro flight and then go get your medical done as well. Would be my advice, at least. All right, we're gonna end the poll there, guys. We had 6 votes for the RNAV on the horizontal stream. Another subscription there. We've reached, says 96, 70. We're so close to 10,000, guys. We're getting closer every single day. We are so close. And at 10,000 subscribers, I have a lot of companies that'll be giving away gift cards, and we're also going to be giving away a free airplane on our 10,000 stream giveaway. So we have a lot of cool stuff coming up. 3 of you voted for an ILS, so it looks like we'll be doing the RNAV approach. Turtle, if you're still here, you said you'd want to see an ILS brief. Would you like an RNAV brief, or you don't care, or would you? I can do both for you as well. I don't know.
Traffic, good evening. It's the Rouge 1865, 8,000 feet over Sedog, following the inbound. Hilton Sun number 1.
Let's go to 1228 over there. Let's set this up for a RNAV approach. Let's take a look at our options here. I don't have it in here. Let's go. I'll bring up Navigraph on the other chart. Yeah, the money is definitely an issue. That is the hardest part for most people to do. All right, there's Navigraph up right there. I'll put this a little bit smaller in the... Well, I'll make it so you guys can see it here. So, LaGuardia, or LaGarbage, as a lot of pilots call it, ATIS, we're using runway 22. It's 10-mile viz. It's basically VFR, 23 degrees Celsius, altimeter 3010. Let's go ahead and start. Actually, we can fill in our data in a second. LaGuardia, charts, approach, runway 22. ILS, RNAV Yankee. Let's see what this one gives us. Just a straight in. Looks like it's an LPV. That's probably the one we're going to go for. RNAV X. That's if you're coming, it can come via Joltry. And it's an LNAV VNAV, puts you a bit offset. And then the RNAV Zulu, which is an RMP approach. Brings you right from HARP. You know what? We're coming via HARP. So why don't we do the RNAV Zulu? This looks like an interesting approach, actually. Yeah, why don't we do the RNAV Zulu? And if we can do a climb gradient of 400 feet per nautical mile, which they don't give us a chart, but this airplane can do it. It's probably about maybe 15 to 2,000 feet a minute at 200, 220 knots or so. We can go down to 384. So let's go ahead and get rid of that. We're going to go ahead and set that approach up. LaGuardia 22, arrival. RNAV Zulu, runway 22. And that is going to be approached via HARP, which is already selected for us. We're going to insert that. We're going to go to heading mode. And let's go up top, make sure. Am I going up or down at this point? Can't even tell. We're going down. Whoops. There we go. Let's go insert, direct RKA. And we'll insert that. Alright, now we're all good on that. Let's enter our performance data. So we'll click the perf button. Next phase. Alright, and if I'll grab the weather again, we have an altimeter setting of 3010. That goes up to the top left of the QNH, a temperature of 23 degrees. The barometric minimum of 384, and that's if we can do our standard climb gradient of basically 400 feet per nautical mile to 560 feet, which we can. Okay, it's going to be a flat full, which brings the approach speed of 136. That should work out quite nicely. Let's go over here and we'll press approach, or not approach, press the button. LaGuardia 22 will apply the METAR. Landing weight, let's go back over here actually. Which one's my, there we go. In it, next page, our 0 fuel weight was 128, this number right here, 128.3. I'm going to click flight plan. We're landing approximately 7,000 pounds, 7.2. So we're going to go to the calculator and go 128.3 plus 7.2 of fuel is 135.5. I'm also going to make sure that matches here. If it, I don't know if this airplane has it. I know the 37 has it. It doesn't. Let's go ahead and set it here though. So 135.5 is our landing weight. Estimated, of course. Oh. 135 decimal. It doesn't like that. 135.5. Oh, I'm not hitting decimal. That's my mistake. 135 decimal 5. All right, let's do medium auto brake. Max reverse doesn't really give us anything else. Max auto brake. So I did medium last time and it worked quite well. I wish that was in feet. Let's see where the top of descent. Still far away, so we're still good on that. Let's go settings. Feet, inches. I swear I've done that already. $4,800 feet, and we're using the runway 70. We'll have an extra 1,100 feet or so to play with, plus manual braking. So that'll be fine. We can go medium auto brake. Medium on that. I work during the day. I flew at night. There are options. Yeah, exactly. It's a hard life if you can, but yeah, it makes it that much more rewarding if you can work and do the same thing. Love seeing the 2-2 approach at Pelham Bay Park. Oh, I've never been there. That's pretty cool. Never do it. That's pretty cool. I've flown the River Visual a couple times in a DC, and I've always wanted to go to that little spot where you can watch the airplanes coming. It looks pretty cool right in front of the park. Let's go over here to receive messages. I'm gonna get rid of all these ACARS things. Unfortunately, I don't think we have any ATC along our route of flight on Sunday, but that's just what it is. You guys all voted in the Discord. You guys all voted for dusk at landing, so I'm gonna back up the time a little bit so it's dusk when we get there. Mr. Dominic, welcome. Thank you for stopping by. Appreciate you. Appreciate all you guys stopping in the channel on the vertical and the horizontal stream. Again, guys, on the horizontal stream, we got 40 of you guys in there with 4 likes. I think we can do a little bit better than that. So just double tap your phone or press the like button. Would really appreciate that. Helps the channel out. If you like what you see, if you don't, then I guess you don't have to watch. Let's see, HARP. We're going to go via HARP. They want expect 8,000 at Basie, which I have a feeling is going to screw up our descent now. Let's go 8,000 in there. Insert that. Where's that top of descent now? It's over there. So let's go ahead and set 8,000. That's via the chart, and then I'm going to give you guys an approach brief. So let me bring up Navigraph again. We're going to be descending via the HARP for arrival, which transitions nicely into the RNF Zulu runway 22 RMP. And we'll expect Basie at 8, and then we're going to transition from HARP into the RNAV. Oh, I didn't save the chart in RNF Zulu. Let's go to charts. Let's get that saved up. Come on. Come on. There we go. Thank you for the subscriber. Appreciate you. All right, it's going to be a visual backed up by the RNAV RMP Zulu runway 22, page 12-21. It's a chart of July 5th, 2024. We got an RNAV approach, final approach was 224. The glide path check at CUS, 1,600 feet. Our minimum is going to be 384. It's a conditional that we can... Oh, clicked off. That MDA is conditional as long as we can meet a 3, basically 400 feet per nautical mile climb gradient up to a minimum altitude of 560 feet, which this airplane can do no problem. MSA is based off runway 22 is 2,900 feet. Missed approach is runway heading to 3,000 feet, direct proud and hold. Continuing the hold to 3,000 if we haven't made it there already. Pappy's on the right, ALSF type 1 lighting. It's a standard 3-degree slope. And on runway 22, we're going to most likely exit, if I can make it Charlie, but probably Yankee or Bravo near the end is where we're going to be going. And we're going to be taxiing to Alpha 51, which is over here. And then lastly, fuel-wise, we're just coming up to the top of descent there, but fuel-wise, where you need a minimum fuel of 5,200 in LaGuardia, we're going to be landing with 72 predicted, so we have an extra 2,000 pounds of extra gas that we can use for an additional approach if needed. If we can't make it and we're at 5,200 pounds in LaGuardia, we're going off the alternate, which is Philadelphia. All right, let's go ahead and press our descent button. Descend. You guys have all been briefed. The threats are LaGuardia is a pretty small little airport, so we're not going to float it too much. Try to get it down and stopped as quickly as possible. Turtle, are you still here? I think Turtle asked for a question on approach charge. Are you still here? If you are, you can ask that question again. I'm going to quickly go to the bathroom before we land, and hopefully the drag will be... I'll put a tiny bit of spoilers out. Hopefully that'll be good. I'll be right back, guys. Alright, I am back. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the stream so far with the old classic Air Canada skin. Looks pretty good on this airplane if I don't say so myself. If I do say so. I don't know, one of those things. Says butter it. We'll try. Again, guys, in real world, we're not really caring about buttering. It's just get a safe landing, get it in the touchdown zone, and stop before you hit the end. That's about it. Thank you for the extra 4 subscriptions. I really appreciate that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'd rather have a firm landing stopped in the touchdown zone on center line than a greaser off the center line. And not in the touchdown zone. It would be much, 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 much worse. Because then you're going around. Alright. Let's go ahead and set 3010. And the altimeter, which should have been done above 18,000. That's okay. Left, center, and we have Q and H there, so let's go HPA 1019. There we go. That is a bug. 80,000 feet. Let's screenshot that for the devs. That is also a bug. 800 feet. Did I type that in wrong? I did already do that. Or did it delete it? Next phase. Next phase. Yeah, I don't know what to talk about. It's all here. 384, full config. Oh, did I not do the wind? Oh, I don't think I did the wind. I did not do the wind. Weather. ATIS. It is... It's 0 at 0. Very, very light wind. 0. They'll put that in there. Basie 8,000. There we go. I think I typed it in wrong. More drag. Alright. That's my fault. I thought I typed it in there, but I guess I did not do it properly. Always check your work. It's always why we, anytime we enter that kind of stuff in the real airplane, I'll have to say confirm 8,000 Beatty, and the other probably has to say execute or confirm or whatever, just to make sure it's all correct. So we definitely ain't making 8,000. But the good thing is there's no ATC. LaGuardia short, gotta get it down. That's it, man. How's SU-4? SU-4, Seth, is amazing right now. It's like outstanding the level of performance I'm getting. We're running ray trace setting, ray trace shadows, almost ultra, almost high, and a couple things on ultra on everything. Everything's looking really good. We're only using DLSS frame gen, not DLSS ended at all either. Obviously with TAA. We're streaming on both streams, vertical and horizontal, and everything is working really, really well. Much better than Update 3. 1,000,000% better than Update 3 for me. I tried Update 3 after I reformatted my entire PC, and it was still stuttering with medium settings. So I went to Update 4 after I reformatted, and it's much better. The VRAM, Seth, the VRAM is better. It's about 11 to 12-ish. For me, at least, somewhere around there. But more the CPU is where it actually is a big, big, big difference. Yeah, when I fly LaGuardia in a sim, I don't care for a butter. The 320 barely stops if you pass the 1500. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, even in real life, like in the CRJ has very good brakes, but we always try to you always want to get it down. And if it's a visual landing, I might even elect to fly a little lower of a slope as well, as it's visual, so I'm able to do that. I'll adjust my, instead of aiming for the pappies, I'm going to aim for the first or second center line, and then I'll flare and hit the 1,000-footers. Kind of do that. What airplanes work? The Fenix works with it. The 350 works. The CRJ loaded, and actually I haven't driven flight, but it loaded into it, so I assume it works as well. And the Max did not work for me. However, maybe it does for some, but it didn't work for me. And that's about it. We're gonna go direct heart. I'm already doing that. All right. Gonna erase that. Let's go ahead and arm our spoiler. And let's check quickly on this arrival here. Let's keep on going down. Sorry, on this approach, not arrival. Casey at 3,000. So we'll do 3,000, descend. Again, looks like we're going to be a bit high on the slope. We can go hit approach nav. We'll press the approach button now, and it's armed for final. We'll say we've been cleared the approach. We're also through 10, so we'll get the lights and the seat belts on. Let's just quickly go to the progress page, and we're going to see how high. We're only 650 feet high off profile. That's actually not bad. We can definitely fix that up. We're coming down nicely with this now. There's the profile coming back in. The CRJ, sorry, the CRJ has amazing brakes. It does. Yeah, the RJ has very, very good brakes in real world. The 900 is very, very sensitive braking. You need honestly tippy toe pressure, and that thing will stop. In real life, it's crazy the amount of pressure or the amount of brake power it has. 777 does not work. Yeah, 777 does not work. And obviously the PMDG 37 doesn't work, as it never worked in 2024. Because reasons. Oh, this is the thing I want. There we go. Ghost, record, instant replay, load replay. I think I hit record. We're going to leave that on the side. I'm going to hit record after. And at Casey, I'm going to tell it I want, let's say 180 knots or so. Go ahead and insert that. That way it has some sort of an idea that I want it to slow down, not keep going at 250 knots. And then on this RNAV approach, guys, once we get to Casey, final should go green, and it'll take over descent, and it'll take over approach nav, and it'll just say final approach, I believe, from memory. And it'll be on the LPV, the localizer performance with vertical guidance approach. It's basically a GPS-based ILS is the easiest way to think about that. An LPV is a GPS-based ILS. Appreciate all you guys as we're getting closer into LaGuardia here. We will be landing nicely, hopefully, on runway 22. Are you on SU-4 beta? This is, yeah, Emmett, this is 2024 update 4 beta, running ridiculously better than update 3, in my opinion. It does work in 24, just not SU-4. Chef, no, the PMDG 737 is not native. There's final approach captured. The 37 is not native to 2024, so you can throw it in the community file folder, but you're going to experience bugs that you wouldn't experience if it was native. Anything we can expect from Aerosoft and their CRJ? I can't really talk about it, but the thing right now is they're kind of waiting for the sim to get a lot more stable. And when that happens, they will be re-looking into the RJ, and I'll be helping with the flight model. All right, let's go flap 1. Met the 777? Yeah, no worries. Yeah, the triple does work in both sims, yeah. Although the flight model in the in my opinion, the flight model in 24 for the triple feels really bad. A lot of the airplanes, in my opinion, in 24, the RJ included, got screwed up with their flight models. Mainly with the lift near the end, like in the ground effect and on the flare. Every airplane in the sim has way too much lift, I find. Do you know when it's going to be released to public? No idea. I mean, it is released to public. Like to a public build, I don't know, but you can download it right now. You just you get the Xbox Insider app, and then you can go ahead and install it. There's Flap 2. We should probably get the New York CTAF here. Oh wow! Of course, Toronto frickin' Center comes on now. .CTAF KLGA 18.7. Hey, that's interesting. LaGuardia and Toronto have the exact same frequencies for tower. Alright, let's go gear down. And no one here to clear us to land, so we're going to go ahead and get these up and running as well. Turn our cameras on so you guys can see that. Let's press record on our built-in recorder replay tool. 3000 is set for the mist. LaGuardia traffic, Air Canada 1333, RNAV Zulu, runway 22, 8 mile final. Check tanks, that's okay. We'll clear that. Flap 3. Well, if you guys, any of you guys are members in the channel and we do happen to get a nice buttery smooth landing, be sure to use your butter emoji, which is a custom exclusive emoji you guys get who are members of the channel. I appreciate all you guys that are channel members and support the channel. Really, really appreciate that. In either monetary value as well, or just liking and subscribing, that really, really helps as well. Appreciate all you guys. So runway 22 is right there. This is an RMP approach. We're going to be brought in. We're going to kind of zigzag it there, as you can see. We're going to go ahead and go... Oh, I just noticed the camera's not looking... Is it looking where I need it to look? No, it's not. Let's go ahead and fix that for you guys before we go any further here. There we go. Let's go autopilot disconnect. Oh, the spoilers got unarmed. Let's rearm that. There we go. Gears down, flap full, spoilers armed, cabins advised and ready. The landing checklist is completed. Runways in sight, visual landing. And, yeah, we call visual landing from up here. I'm going to go ahead and cancel the flight directors. Don't really need those anymore. And because I'm visual, guys, I'm going to go a little bit lower than the slope, as it is a small runway and I want to get down. So not crazy low, but just a bit lower. Mr. Mickety Mike coming with 6 months. 6 months, my friend. Thank you so much for the 6 months of membership. Really, really appreciate that. Mickety Mike, you're definitely one of the guys that I try to, about to say embody. That's not the right word for that, but I'm on approach, so I can't think of the word. But to emulate, I guess, is the nice word to say. As you guys all know, Flight Sim Gaming, Lonnie, my good friend, is the one who actually got me to start streaming, but I used to watch Owls and Mickey Mike and CST and all that before. LaGuardia traffic, Canada 1333, short final 22. Alright guys, Pappy's in sight. I'm going to put that vertical deviation bar about maybe half deflection, and I want to stay a little bit lower on slope as we've discussed, which is a very normal operation thing we can do. We're visually maneuvering. Landing, as I've already called. Lights are all on as well. Starting to drift high here. Let's keep that nose lowered. There we go. There's the one. Where's the one white that we want? My joystick's a little bit sensitive. I'm probably gonna have to change this, but that's okay.
100.
Not really keeping the slope I wanted. That's okay. I think that was pretty hard. It didn't look like it was hard, or was going to be hard, but I think that was hard. Reverse is a green. It's sensitive while flying, and then in the flare it's not. But my whole settings have got reset. But I'll take the blame for that one. Manual braking, reverses. Oh, there we go. There's manual braking. Reverses are stowed. And we're going to take Charlie. I think that might have been a tiny bit of a bounce, too. And in real life, guys, oh, I didn't lock my rudder pedals, so I'm slipping and sliding all over the place. I'm having to hold my desk while using my rudder pedals here. Let's lock one of the wheels. There we go. That's a bit better. I can taxi now. In real life, guys, this runway has a huge dent. It's kind of funny. The first time I ever went here, there's a massive dent right in the touchdown zone. And so you'll flare nicely for the touchdown zone, and then you basically do this nice flare, and then there's a dent, and you kind of go and you fall into the dent. It's kind of funny. Anyways, we're clear the runway there. We're gonna go flaps all the way up. We can go ahead and get rid of those. That taxi light on, turn off light can come off. Strobe can go to auto, and might as well start up the APU. We're not saving any planets here. Oh, there's reversers didn't stow. There's another thing I gotta remap for myself. As a reason why there are RNAVs for runways with ILS. What if the ILS breaks? Or, you know, well, let's see what else I can think of. The RNAV might allow for a different spacing as well. And as you saw, we kind of ziggy-zagged on that final, which is the RNAV chart. Usually ILSs will have you like 10 mile, 3,000 glide slope, where this one's kind of like a hot, you're just kind of sweeping on in. Mike says, appreciate it. Diving down the X-Plane 12. Uh-oh. Have fun with that, my friend. Have fun with that. Well, the sim... let's stop recording with the built-in recorder there. I think that I did that correctly. I think I did that correctly. You guys know me, I really don't actually taxi to the gate, so I don't even know what I'm doing. Let's go ahead and go flap full. Unless you guys really want to see a startup, or a shutdown. But let's go flap full. I'm going to turn the APU back to off. Let's turn all the lights back on. And we will give you guys, let's throw the wings on as well, why not? And we'll give you guys a replay. It's the first time I'm using this replay tool in a long time, so I think I just do that. And I press play. I press flyby camera. Oh, that's kind of cool. I'm on the wrong airline. That's American Airlines. Oh, we got a resource exceeds, which is not good. Oh, landing actually wasn't that bad. Let's maybe not do the flyby camera there. Let's go showcase. Hey, now we're the right guy. Let's go all the way over here. I press 5. Okay, 5 doesn't work. Our rat is deployed. Definitely flight recorder is a little bit better, but you know, having a built-in replay tool actually isn't all that bad. So if you guys want to see, I don't think it's replicated. The dent isn't replicated, but you guys can see the. Let me turn. There we go. The slope part of the runway is, and then right at those 1,000 footers, there's actually like a significant like drop. It's kind of funny. Most people will flare and they float, and they start to fall where the runway would be, but then they fall into the gap. It's kind of funny. Anyways, let's go ahead and do this replay for you. You know what? I kind of like having the built-in replay tool. It's kind of nice, except for the gear not working and that kind of stuff. Let's see if I can get the gear to work here. Flight recorder works on 24. I don't know about the... yeah, in the SU-4 con, my flight recorder crashed many times. Well, I shouldn't say many times. It crashed twice the times I used it. So, oh, the gear's going back up. It was definitely a firm arrival into LaGuardia, which is quite usual. And then there's me playing with the nose, trying to get my nose not to slam. Let me actually, with you guys on stream, let me try to set it to roughly what I used to have it set to back in before I reformatted my entire computer. This. Oh, that's weird. This is the second time it hasn't let me go into the hardware settings. I can't adjust the... yeah, Yeah, I can't adjust the curves. I wonder if that's because I'm in the sim. Okay, we'll have to take a look at that later because I can't adjust that. But anyways, let's keep doing some of these replays. Sim is starting to chug a little bit with these replays now. I don't think it likes the constant master cautions. It seems like replays in general in 2024 it doesn't like. In the beta, sorry, in the beta of 24. Because it's, the gear's not down, all sorts of stuff. Yeah, these are like cut off. I can't do anything with those. Is it like accelerated time? It looks like it's accelerated as well. Was I in 1x1? Oops. What's sky camera? Oh, that's kind of cool. Oh, that's kind of cool. That's a cool view. Try flight recorder much better than the default replay tool. Yeah, Mike, I have it for... I had it before I reformatted my PC, but when I did yesterday's stream, it crashed on me. So I thought it might have just not liked the beta, but I can definitely re-download it and try it again. I'd like to give you guys a wing view. Look at that beautiful New York scenery in the background over there to the right. I'd like to give you guys a wing view, but the sim is really lagging with this replay tool. Oh, there we go. That looks a little bit better. You're going to see some spoilers and some stuff not work and a constant master caution from the default replay tool. Next time we stream, now that I know the sim works quite well, I will try and re-download Flight Recorder and see if that works. Because last time it caused problems twice. I used it in the beta and twice I had problems on the stream. But those were both before I reformatted the computer, so maybe it will be better now. Master caution goes up. Anyways, guys, we are going to call it a day. Mickey says, interesting, I haven't tried it on SU-4. 24 isn't installed for me currently. Oh, really? Is it that bad for you? So, Mike, 2024 ran like absolute hot garbage. It was hot looking, like it looked great, but it ran like trash. Oh, I just pressed the stop replay button. we're now in, I'm going to say, take plane control. Anyways, let's end that there. Anyways, it ran like terribly for me on update 3. I reformatted my PC, went to update 4, and it runs so much better. I'll show you guys my settings. These are my settings here. Pretty standard stuff. This is taken over by auto FPS, so they can go from 80 all the way to 200, which it goes to 200 in cruise. And this is when I'm running ray trace shadows. I'm able to run all this kind of stuff. Whereas in update 3, I'd be medium to lows on everything, even this stuff here. In update 4, I'm able to do medium, high, and ultras on most stuff, and ray trace shadows, and stream it to you guys with nice, smooth frames. So give it a try on update 4. You might like it a little bit better. Shibam, welcome. Oh, sorry, I want to welcome. You've been here the whole time. Good stream. See ya. Yeah, thanks for stopping by, and we'll hope to see you next time. Fly to Noob says, try Sky Dolly has been working well for me. Yeah, I've had Sky Dolly in the past as well. Does Sky Dolly work for update 4? Because if it does, I'll definitely get it again. I actually preferred Sky Dolly to Flight Recorder. Flight Recorder always would lag me out. Sorry, Julie on the vertical stream says, I am new. Nice approach. Good landing. Thanks, Julia. Thank you for watching. Sorry I got to your comment a little bit late there. Appreciate you stopping in. Thank you for the subscription as well. And we are about to end the stream here, guys, as our airplane has basically become part of the runway after that replay. And yeah, if you guys don't mind hitting that like button, the subscribe. We're almost at 10,000 subscribers, which is incredible. And we're going to have a 5 to 6 winner giveaway stream once we're at 10,000. I have a couple companies that will be giving stuff away. Probably a value of about $300 to $350 giveaway, somewhere in that range. We're going to give a plane away and a bunch of gift cards for a few different companies. 3 company gift cards of different companies and an airplane. So we're gonna do a lot of cool stuff at 10,000 subs. So let's get there and we'll get you guys some cool giveaways. W stream, yeah, Con. This is a good stream that's happened in a long time. Very little to nil lag. Good frames. Oh, I probably shouldn't be doing this on VATSIM. We're on VATSIM as well. Traffic worked. Everything is just kind of working, which is nice. So anyways, we will see you guys all in the next stream. I am reserve on Tuesday, and reserve starts at 3 in the morning. So if I get called out, then I won't be on for a couple days, depending on what they call me for. Maybe I'll probably go to LaGuardia, because I always go to LaGuardia in real world. And yeah, so we'll see you the next stream. Most likely Thursday is if I don't get called out. So we'll get GSX and all that other stuff that I had installed from before, now that I know the sim works, and we'll start slowly adding add-ons and seeing if that stuff works. Maybe a 350 next time. We'll take a 350 up. All right, guys. Thank you, and we'll see you all in